Last night I made a video and I talked about these Cooper's kits and basically said they're pretty decent. But now I'm going to go the other way. I'm not taking back anything I said last night, but I'm just going to say why not to buy them if you're in the US. I made a big deal about what they cost here in the US and that they're kind of ridiculously priced. So, this Cooper's was just looking on it's called DIYBeerUSA.com. It's the Cooper's website in the United States. And they sell this particular one, this whole line, Cooper's Selection, which is supposed to be not being made anymore. They must just be getting rid of it. They sell those for $24.95, so $25. The shipping cost is $7.95, so $8. So you have $25 plus $8, $33 for one of those. Now I got a discount from Salt City Brew Supply on some brewing stuff today. The discount was $34. This is because they use a sort of punch card system like the thing that you use when you buy coffee at some place like Starbucks or whatever, and they punch the card and keep track or whatever of whatever it is you're buying. In this case, it's beer kits. Anything's a beer kit is something that's got fermentables, hops, and yeast. In fact, I'm not entirely sure that hops are necessary, but whatever they consider a beer kit, they put the amount that you paid for it on the punch card in each one of the spots. Then they total it up when it's full, when you've bought 10 of them, divide it by 10 so that you get the average back of whatever you've paid for all of the things that you've bought that's been on the punch card, right? So it's like buy 10, get one free at the average price. So that came out to about $34 for me, which my total price here, $66.93, had the $34 on there. What are we up to? $101 roughly. So, let's see what I got. If you were to buy the Cooper's for just, you buy one can of Cooper's, it shows up, you've paid $25 for the can plus $8 for the shipping, you're at $33, and all you get is this. And then there's a little packet of yeast inside, right here. And a lot of people throw away the packet of yeast. They'll buy something else like one of these. And if you're going to buy something else like one of those, it's going to be, I don't know, $7, $6, $7. So you would have to add that on to the price of brewing the Cooper's. Plus, you can't just brew the Cooper's with that can. That's only half the fermentables. You also need something like this Golden Light right here, dry malt extract. And you might be able to go a little less expensive by using some dextrose instead. Make it half and half, sort of a 50-50 thing, 60-40, whatever. And by then you're up to quite a large price. Remember, it's $33 just for this can. So let's compare that to what I got from Salt City Brew Supply. First, this says that this is $31 with one kind of yeast, a dry yeast, and $33.49 with a Y yeast. Truth is, the thing is actually $26, and then you pay for whatever kind of yeast you get on top of it. And I got this new kind of yeast called Imperial, and what's cool about this Imperial is that it's got about 200 billion cells in it, which is about what the dry yeast packages have. So you don't have to make a starter, and that's kind of cool. And I don't know, you're paying extra for it because you could pay less and get 200 billion cells of the dry yeast. I don't know, I'm just trying it. Anyway, that's what I did. Inside here, right, this is just one kit. We're comparing one kit to what's in the Cooper's thing. Inside here, you've got this liquid malt extract, which is looks like it's 6 pounds. You have all these specialty grains, and you've got some hops. In addition to that, you've got a couple socks, and sometimes there's a Werflock tablet in there. I'm not sure how they decide when they're going to put one of those in and when they're not. I don't see one in this one, but sometimes there is one. And there might be one. It might be on the bottom, and I'm not yanking everything out, so we'll see. So you manage to get, for, in the case of, if you, I think I paid $2.50 extra for this as compared to this, so I guess I paid $36. But if I had just used the normal Y yeast, or even went lower with the Nottingham dry yeast, I would have paid the same amount for the entire kit of everything that I need to make a good batch of beer for the same price as a can of Cooper's, which isn't complete because I have to buy other fermentables along with it. Then you take a look over here, right? This is another thing. I got 2 cans of Maris Otter, right? These are $29 for the 2 of them. 3.3 pounds a piece, 1.5 kilograms a piece. Got 4 ounces of Cascade hops. Here's the Nottingham dry yeast mentioned over here, which I'll be using over here with this. This is just going to be a single malt, single hop. In addition to that, I also got this Golden Light, which is just something to have on hand because every once in a while I'll need it to make a starter or whatever. And I also filled up my tank here. All of that was for the $66.93 that I got because I'd filled out my 10 kit punch card. But without the 10 kit punch card, it would have been about $100. The same price of ordering 3 cans of these 3 separate times. Now I say 3 separate times because you can knock the shipping price down per can a little bit, right? As you buy more, the shipping costs go up, but they don't go up $8 a can, right? So I don't know what it would be to order 3 cans of this. And I only ordered them because, well, I ordered 15 at a time to keep my shipping costs down, and I think they were $12.50 a piece. And I ordered them not so much to save money, because I definitely am not saving money when I buy a Cooper's like that. I bought it just because I wanted to have something that was really quick and really easy to keep a keg full. Because these take a little bit of time to brew. They usually take me about 4 to 5 hours, which is rather annoying. So that's my presentation of why to not buy a Cooper's. And it'd be interesting if they ever did something about that. But the thing is, Mr. Beer, I think, is a little better known here. And I guess they are now selling big cans like this too, but their little cans for 2-gallon kits are almost the same price as these big cans. And they're at least half the price. So that's really something. Why to not buy a Cooper's?